Good morning, students. So, types of partial fractions. In the types of partial fractions, in the case 1 is we have already discussed. We are discussing the problems in the case 1. What is case 1? The denominator g of x has non-repeated factors. Non-repeated factors. Am I right? So, case 1, the types of partial fractions. Case 1, g of x has a non-repeated factors. So, we have already completed theory part. Am I right or wrong? How can we do the problems in that method? So, we are discussing the problems. So, write the notes neatly. So, as last video we have discussed the theory part. What is a rational factor, the proper fractions and improper fractions. What is the sum of proper fractions? If we get an improper fraction, f of x by g of x is an improper fraction, what is the result? So we are getting a quotient plus r of x by g of x. These all things we have already discussed. So now we are solving the partial fractions and partial fractions. The first thing is for proper fractions and improper fractions. For example, I will write one problem. So we have to keep the heading problems. This is the heading, case 1. So now we are starting from the problems. The first problem is, for example, problem like this: resolve So the problem is 5x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 1 into partial fractions. This is the problem. So once read the question. Resolve 5x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 1 into partial fractions. So what we have to do? The meaning of the question is, this is a fraction. Which fraction is this? Observe the fraction. What is the degree of the numerator? Here only x means the degree of the numerator is 1. What is the degree of the denominator? Here x into x is x square. So the degree of numerator is 1, the degree of denominator is 2. Then this fraction is called as proper fraction. So the meaning of the question is, they are giving a proper fraction, we are decomposed. That means we have to split into partial fractions. We have to split into partial fraction. This is a proper fraction. We have to divide these proper fraction into 2 or 3 partial fractions. Each partial fraction is also called a proper fraction. We have already discussed it. Okay? How can we solve it? So by this is the method. Case 1. What is that? G of x has a non-repeated factors. Observe the denominator. X plus 2 is one of the factors of g of x. And x minus 1 is another factor. These two are non-repeated factors. There is no relation between them. X plus 2, this is the one of the factors. There is x minus 1, this is another factor. These are the non-repeated factors. Have you observed? X plus 2, x minus 1 are non-repeated factors. How can we solve this problem? I told you already, once I'm reminding, f of x by g of x is a proper fraction. So if you want to decompose f of x by g of x into partial fractions, we are using a method. I told you g of x has some factors. If it has only one factor, we are writing x by ax plus b. What is ax plus b? I explained already. Ax plus b is a linear factors. This is the here. if g of x has non-repeated linear factors. Non-repeated linear factor, that is the general form of the linear equation is ax plus b. So for example, g of x has 2, that means now we are writing b by, we have a small indication, that is a2x plus b2. The same way, for example, if it has 3 factors, now we are writing a3x plus b3. For example, if it has 4, now we are using the another. You understand? So f of x by g of x is a proper fraction. So now we have to separate, that means we have to decompose these proper fraction into some partial fractions. We are using the formula a by the first factor of g of x plus b by the second factor of g of x plus c by the third factor of the g of x, and so on. For example, if g of x has only 2 factors, we are writing first 2 terms. If it has 3, now we are writing 3. If it has 4, now we are writing 4, and so on. So now coming to our problem. Our problem is also in the form of 5x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 1. That means g of x has 2 factors. What are that? X plus 2 and x minus 1. That means our formula, we are using first 2 terms. What is that? A by a1x plus b1 plus b by a2x plus b2. Are you okay? Are you okay? So now we can decompose this. How can we decompose? Please be considered. It's very easy. So first we are writing a by. What is the first factor of g of x? X plus 2. Now we are writing denominator x plus 2 plus the second word b by, what is the second factor? X minus 1. So now we are writing x minus 1. So I think you have a doubt in your mind. What is that? What are ABC, sir? What are ABC? These are the real numbers. These are the real numbers. We have to get the values of A and B. The denominators are fixed. X plus 2 is the denominator of the first partial fraction. X minus 1 is the denominator of the second partial fraction. We have to get the values of A and B. A and B are the variables. These are the real numbers. We have to find their value. Either rational number or irrational. Our ultimate target is we have to find the values of A and B. Can we solve? Okay. Solve this. For example, we have RHS, write RHS as it is 5x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 1. Here, first we have to do the LCM of denominators. What are the denominators? We have x plus 2 and x minus 1. Both are the separate, different values, different numbers. In our language, they are the different numbers. The LCM of the different numbers is their product. So now we are writing x plus 2 into x minus 1. Can you understand? Did you understand this? So now we can compare. We have x plus 2, there is no x minus 1. We should multiply with a. A times of x minus 1 plus b times of x plus 2. Did you understand this step? Here the denominators are x plus 2 and x minus 1. First denominator x plus 2, there is no x minus 1, a into x minus 1 plus b into x plus 2. Okay, so if you observe both LHS and RHS denominators are same, you can cancel the denominators. What are we getting? The LHS is 5x plus 1 is equal to a into x minus 1 plus b into x plus 2. Is this okay? Our ultimate target is how to find the values of a and b. Here a into x minus 1. X minus 1 is the one of the factors of g of x. b into x plus 2. So we have to find the values of a and b. So this is like a linear equations in two variables. We can't, it has the many solutions. Before going to that, we have to zero the either a term or b term. We have to zero that, we have to cancel that. That means if a is 0, we can find the value of b. For example, if b is 0, we can find the value of a. Is very easy. What are the factors we have? We have a has x minus 1, b has x plus 2. So we know that. What is that? For example, if x minus 1 is a factor, we can equal to the 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 1. This is one case. So now I am taking x is equal to 1. If x is equal to 1 in both LHS and RHS. Why? Do you know why you take the x? Why I am taking the x is equal to 1? If I taking x is equal to 1, I am getting the value of a is 0. Then I will get the value of b is very easy. Okay? Do that. For example, here if you substitute 1 in the place of x, 5 into 1, 5 plus 1 is equal to here a into 1 minus 1. Why? Because ax value is 1, 1 minus 1 plus b into x value 1 plus 2. Okay. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 5 plus 1 6. Here 1 minus 1 0. 0 into a 0. 1 plus 2 3. 3 into b 3b. So that implies b is equal to 6 by 3 is equal to. So we can get the value of b. You can get the value of b. Now I am doing here the second factor is x plus 2. That means x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 2. X plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 2. Now I am writing in this equation from here. I am substituting if x is equal to minus 2. If you observe clearly, if x is equal to minus 2, substitute. That means here observe 5 into the value of x is minus 2. 5 into minus 2 minus 10. Minus 10 plus 1 is minus 9. So I am writing here minus 9 is equal to a into the value of x is minus 2 minus 1 plus b into the value of x is minus 2 plus 2. Here minus 9 is equal to minus 1 minus 2 or minus 3. Minus 3 into a minus 3a plus 2 minus 2 are 0. This is the 0. So then plus minus minus are cancelled. 3 cancelled here 3 times. So a is equal to 3. Did you understand? I am telling you again. 5x up to here you can understand very well. Up to here 5x plus 1 is equal to a into x minus 1 plus b into x plus 2. So there are a and b are two variables. This is the linear equations in two variables. It has many solutions. If you want to find the values of a and b, we have to cancel in the one term either a or b. Either a or b. If a is equal to 0, you can get easily the value of b. If b 0, you can get the value of a. That's why I am taking the factors of the coefficients of a is x minus 1. If x minus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 1. I am substituting x is equal to 1 in the both the places. That's why I am getting the value of b is equal to 2. Same way, if I am taking x is equal to minus 2, I am getting the value of a. Finally, the partial fractions 5x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 1 is equal to, we are writing a. What is a? 3 by the denominator is x plus 2 plus the value of b is 2. So 2 by x minus 1. This is the partial fractions of our given proper fraction. Do you understand? I think nothing is tough, very easy. So 5x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 1 is equal to 3 by x plus 2 plus 5 by 2x minus 1. So, is this right or wrong? We have a doubt in your mind. So, we have already discussed in the first topic. The sum of two proper fractions is a proper fraction. Alright, the sum of two proper fractions is a proper fraction. We can express the proper fraction into two proper fractions, that means two partial fractions. So, they are giving one proper fraction, we are divided into two proper fractions. So, is this right or wrong? We have a small method to verify. How can we verify? Let's see. So, up to here our problem is completed. So, verification. How can we verify? That means, let's look at 5x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 1 is equal to what we are getting? 3 by x plus 2 plus 2 by x minus 1. So, we can do the LCM of the denominator. The LCM of the denominators are x plus 2 into x minus 1. In the first way we have x plus 2, so we can multiply with x minus 1. So 3 into x minus 1 plus 2 into x plus 2. Now we can multiply 3 into x, 3x minus 3 plus 2 into x, 2x plus 4 by the denominators are x plus 2 into x minus 1. Now do 3x plus 2x, 5x minus 3 plus 4 plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 1. This is same as our RHS. 5x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x minus 3. Are you okay? Did you understand? So, if you solve this problem, we can follow the same method and the same rules for every problem. That's why I told you very slowly and very clearly. I'm expecting that if you understand, I'm very happy. Okay? Are you okay? Note on this problem. Note on this problem. I will explain another problem. For example, if it has the 3 factors of the denominator, I will explain that. I will give the homework for the same method. And the next problem, this is the first problem. I told you, I will explain the second problem also. If the denominator has 3 factors, how can we solve? I will explain this. Then, I will give the problems for the 2 factors and the 3 factors. Are you okay? Note on the problem clearly. Thank you. Now, I am getting the second problem. This is also my explaining. I will give the homework. Resolve. This time, I am giving 3 factors of the denominator. What's there? X square minus 9x plus 2 by x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into partial fractions. This is the problem. This is the formula. Did you once look at the problem? resolve x square minus 9x plus 2 by x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into partial fractions. So what is the difference between the before problem and this problem? Here, first of all, is this proper fraction or not? This is the most important thing. The degree of the numerator is 2y because it has x square. What is the denominator of the, what is the degree of the denominator? X into x into x is x cube. The numerator 2, denominator 3 means it is a proper fraction. Alright? So numerator 2, denominator 3 means the degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator, then this is a proper fraction. So the first problem also proper fraction, this problem also proper fraction. But here, the last problem, the denominator has only 2 factors. This problem, the denominator has 3 factors. How can we solve? So, 3 problem is, we are taking a by first factor plus b by second factor plus c by third factor for the same. So, observe this. The problem is x square minus 9x plus 2 by x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 is equal to, for example, the first factor a by the first x plus 1 plus b by x minus 1 plus c by x minus 2. That's it. A by the first factor x plus 1 plus b by second factor x minus 1 plus c by x minus 2. Did you understand? Did you find the difference? The first problem has only 2, so I am writing a and b only. Here 3 factors, now I am adding c also. If it has 4, we are adding d. If you have 5, e, 4, 6, something. Can you solve? This is also very easy. So if you understand the first problem, so RHS is x square minus 9x plus 2 by x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 is equal to, what is the LCM? The LCM is x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2. What is the denominator? X plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2. What is here? X plus 1 here, x plus 1, okay? There is no x minus 1 and x minus 2. Apply that into a into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus b into, what is the denominator? X minus 1 here. What are the x plus 1 and x minus 2. Now we are multiplying. X plus 1 into x minus 2 plus, what are here? X minus 2. X minus 2 here. There is no x plus 2 and x minus 1. So c into x plus 1 into x plus 1 into x minus 1. Did you understand? So here x plus 1 close, x minus 1 into x minus 1 plus b into x minus 1 close, x plus 1 into x minus 2 plus c into x minus 2 here, x minus 2 close, x plus 1 into x minus 1. Did you understand? Okay? So the same way denominators are cancelled. Denominators are cancelled. Now write the numerators. What are that? X square minus 9x plus 2 is equal. Write this. A into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus b into x plus 1 into x minus 2 plus c into x plus 1 into x minus 1. So the last problem we have only a and b. This problem we have A and B and C. This is linear equation, 3 variables. So we have to cancel A or B, then we can get the value of C. Or B and C, we will get the A. Or C and A, we will get A, B. So we can think about it. So it has 3 factors. What are that? X minus 1, X minus 2, X plus 1. We can take first of all X is equal to 1, then next one X is equal to minus 1, then X is equal to 2. We can get the values. First, I am taking X minus 1 is the one of the factors. That means X minus 1 is equal to 0, then X is equal to 1. Substitute here, X is equal to 1. If X is equal to 1, substitute. X square minus 9x plus 2, we have to substitute X is equal to 1 in the place of every X. Apply 1 square, 1 minus 9 into 1, 9 plus 2 is equal. If you substitute 1 in the place of X here, A into 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 into some all is 0 throughout the best way. Next, X is equal to 1. Substitute here. That means B into the value of X is 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Again, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Okay. X is equal to 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. The same way, apply X is equal to 1 in the place of X. If you substitute here, 1 minus 1, 0. 0 into all is 0. That means C into 0 is 0. So only thing B into 2 into minus 1. 1 minus 1, sorry, 1 minus 9, minus 8. Minus 8 plus 2, minus 6. Minus 6 is equal to here 2 into minus 1, minus 2. Minus 2 into B, minus 2B. Minus minus are cancelled. Then B is equal to 3. This is the value of B. Okay? Do the same thing for if you are taking X is equal to 1, now I am taking X is equal to 2. X is equal to 2. If X is equal to 2. So we can do the direct. Substitute 2 here. 2 square, 4. 4 minus 9 2s are 18 plus 2. How do you observe this? 2 square 4, 9 2s are minus 18 plus 2 is equal to, substitute 2 in the place of X. If you substitute here, 2 minus 2, 0, that means A 0. If you substitute here, 2 minus 2, 0, B 0. So here, C. Here we will get the value of C. So, X is equal to 2. 2 plus 1 is 3 into the value of X is equal to 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So, I am writing 1 here. Sorry. 4 minus 18. 4 minus 18 is 4 minus 18 plus 2. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 minus 18 is minus 10. Sorry, minus 12. Alright. Here minus 14 plus 2 minus 2. Minus 12 is equal to 3B. That implies B is equal to 12 by 3 is 4. Which 4 we have? Minus 4. Sorry, I write wrong here. This is the C. So C is equal to 12 by 3 is 4. That is minus 4. So we get the values of B and C. Now we can do the problem for A. So we have already substituted 1. 1 means we are getting the value of B. 2 means we are getting the value of C. So we want A. What can you substitute? What can you substitute? 1 already completed. 2 already completed. Shall we substitute minus 1? Shall we substitute minus 1? Yes. Now we are ready. If X is equal to minus 1. Ready? Minus 1 square, 1. Minus 9 into minus 1 plus 9 plus 2 is equal to, here what we are substituting? Minus 1. A into minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. A of minus 2. Here minus 1, minus 2 is minus 3. Plus. Next. B, in the place of minus 1 plus 1 is 0, B is 0. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0, so C 0. So there is no plus. If we solve this, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 2, 12. 12 is equal. Minus into minus plus 6B, sorry, 6A. That implies A is equal to 12 by 6 is equal to. So you are getting the value of A, B and C. So we are completed. So finally, therefore, what is our problem? Our problem is x square minus 9x plus 2 by x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 is equal to A by, what is A? 2 by x minus 1 plus, sorry, x plus 1 plus B by, the value of B is 3. 3 by x minus 1 plus C by, what is C? We are getting minus 4. So this is minus 4 by x minus 2. This is the decomposition of proper fraction. Did you understand? So some cases, I will explain you. Some of the problems. So if you substitute 1 is equal to, if you substitute x is equal to 1, you are getting B. Another value, you are getting C. There is no space for substitute another number for x. There is no scope. That time you have to substitute x is equal to 0. Not only 0, if you want to substitute any of the numbers, 0 is the best. Why? Because B is substitute x is equal to 0, you are getting A plus B plus C. Why? Because if you solve, you can follow this. For example, if you substitute x is equal to 0, here something into A. Am I right? Why? Because 0 into minus 1 minus 1, 0 into minus 2 minus 1 into minus 2 plus 2, 2A. Plus here 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 minus 2 is equal to minus 2, minus 2 into 1 minus 2 minus 2B. Here something, here 2B, here also we are getting C, 0 plus 1 1, 0 minus 1 1 into minus 1 minus C. But you know already values of B and C. We are getting an equation, A something, see here 2B, 2A plus something B, something C. So you are getting an equation in the form of A plus B plus C. But you already get the values of B and C. B is 3, C is equal to minus 2. Substitute that. A plus something, 2A plus something, and you have to get an equation. So you have to substitute B and C, you will get the values of A. I hope you understand. Do you understand? So the two values are, you know very well about that. Two values are clear the same. If x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 1, there is x is equal to కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లో థర్డ్ వాల్యూ ఏం పెట్టాలి అనే దాని మీద మనకి అంత గ్రిప్ రాదు. ఏం పెట్టాలి అనేది డౌట్ వచ్చేస్తుంటుంది మైండ్లో. అలా పెడితే ఏమవుతుందంటే ఉన్న వాల్యూ కూడా జీరో అయిపోతూ ఉంటుంది ఒక్కొక్కసారి. అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 2 ని ఇచ్చింది కూడా సమ్. x minus 1, x minus 1 బోత్ ఆర్ సేమ్. అప్పుడు మీరు +1 పెట్టడానికి అయితే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది, +2 పెట్టడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంది, కానీ +3 -1 పెట్టడానికి ఛాన్స్ లేదు. -1 పెడితే అది కూడా జీరో అయిపోవచ్చు. అలాంటప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఆ x 2 వాల్యూస్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత థర్డ్ వాల్యూ కోసం x ప్లేస్లో 0 తీసుకోండి. 0 తీసుకుంటే A లోను B లోను C లోను ఒక ఈక్వేషన్ వస్తుంది. నీకు ఆల్రెడీ రెండు వాల్యూస్ తెలుసుకొని B తెలిసిపోయింది, C వాల్యూ తెలిసిపోయింది కాబట్టి ఆ రెండు వాల్యూస్ని పెడితే మనకు రాని వాల్యూ సాల్వ్ చేయొచ్చు. Are you understand? So, did you understand the difference between the first problem and second problem? First problem has only 2 factors, this problem has 3 factors. So మీకు ఇక్కడ వరకు కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత I told you. So how can we verify the problem? You have to verify yourself. After completion of this problem, this step you have to verify. So 2 into x minus 1, something like this. So otherwise you have to use this problem. In the place of A, you have to substitute A is 2 here, B is 3 here, C is C is minus 4. If you get the RHS x square minus 9x plus 2, your problem is absolutely correct. Otherwise, your problem is wrong. You have to verify where we are wrong. Starts from the step. So I think nothing is tough. Why? Because you can solve the values of do like something. These type of problems we have solved very easily from I think 7th class state syllabus. X is equal to 1, we will get the value of B. X is equal to 2, we will get the value of C. X is equal to minus 1, we will get the value of E. So actually the problem is up to here completed. It finished. But so we have a doubt in your mind. Is this right or wrong? Is this right or wrong? Then you have to verify yourself. How can we verify? So no need to write all the steps. So here you can use this step. Here A is equal to 2. Substitute A here. In the place of B, 3. Here C minus 4. Then you can solve this equation. Then you can solve this equation. If you get x square minus 9x plus 2, your problem is absolutely correct. Are you okay now? Are you okay? So you have completed 2 problems. The first problem has 2 factors. This problem has 3 factors. Both the problems are proper fractions. Have you observed? So if the starting we have concluded one sentence. The sentence is partial fraction. We can write the partial fractions for proper fractions only. We can write the partial fractions for proper fractions के मन partial fractions रायगलाम अने विषय चतुर्कोण अला काकुंडा improper fractions इस्ते hands up. No, we can solve. I told you. So f of x by g of x is an improper fraction. We can get one quotient plus some additional part of the quotient, that is r of x by g of x. I told you, I explained already in the previous video. So we can solve the same problem. The same problem is an improper fraction into partial fractions. How can we solve? So we have to keep one sentence in your mind. The partial fractions are always proper fractions. Partial fractions are always proper fractions. If they are giving an improper fraction, we can solve into proper fractions, partial fractions. How can we? So let us. Let's third problem. Okay, the problem is resolve 2x square plus 5x minus 1 by x square minus 3x minus 10. That's equals 2x square plus 5x minus 1 by 3x square minus x minus 1 into partial fractions. Are you okay? So this is an improper fraction. Am I right? The degree of the numerator is 2. The degree of the denominator also 2. If the degrees of both numerators and denominator, are equal, then the fraction is an improper fraction. How can we solve this problem? Okay. So we know already, that is, if f of x by g of x is an improper fraction, f of x by g of x is an improper fraction, we will get some quotient plus we will get some remainder r of x by g of x. Already we have discussed this topic and this method in the previous class. F of x by g of x is an improper fraction. We will get some quotient plus remainder by g of x. The same way. So they are giving solution. 2x square plus 5x minus 1 by x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to, first we have to divide these two. What is the quotient? What is the remainder? We can divide. So 2x square plus 5x minus 1 with x square minus 3x minus 10. Can we divide? The numerator 2x square, numerator is the dividend and denominator is the divisor. So x square minus 3x minus 10 with 2x square plus 5x minus 1. So here x square means 2 times. Say 2 times 2x square minus 6x minus 20. This is minus plus plus. These two are cancelled. What are we getting? 11x plus 90. 11x plus 90. This is the quotient, this is the remainder, this is the divisor. So now I am writing. This is equal to quotient 2 plus quotient, this is the form. Quotient 2 plus remainder 11x plus 19 by x square minus 3x minus 10. 2 plus quotient 2 plus remainder 11x plus 19 by g of x, that is with divisor x square minus 3x minus 10. Are you okay? This is a quotient plus g r of x. If you observe, have to observe one thing, that is r of x by g of x is a dash fraction. Which fraction that is? That is a proper fraction. The degree of the numerator is 1, the degree of the denominator is 2. So we already know one point in your mind strongly and briefly, that is we can write the partial fractions for proper fractions. We can write the partial fractions for only proper fractions. So here if you observe, 11x by 19 by x square minus 3x minus 10 is a proper fraction. Absolutely it is a proper fraction. The degree of the numerator is 1, the degree of the denominator is 2. So now we are writing the partial fractions for this fraction. Did you understand? So I am taking 11x plus 19 by the denominator not in the factor form. The denominator not in the factor. This is in the form of a quadratic equation. We can split into factors. What we are getting? X square minus 3x minus 10. I think you know very well about. So how can we factorize the quadratic equations? So how can we? X square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10. Is this right? 5 2s are 10, minus 5 minus 10, minus 5 into minus 2 minus 10, minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3x. So if you common x here, x minus 5. If you common plus 2 here, x minus 5. That means x minus 5 into x plus 2. X minus 5 into x minus 2. If you common minus 5 into minus 2 is minus 10, minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3. So the denominator x minus 3x minus 10, x square minus 3x minus 10 has two factors. Those are x minus 5 and x plus 2 right here. X minus 5 into x minus 2, x plus 2. That is it. So it has two factors. We are writing two terms, that is a by x minus 5 plus b by x plus 2. A by x minus 5 plus b by x plus 2. The same method, the previous method. We can solve easily. We can do that directly. Why? Because we have already solved two problems. We are getting some knowledge, so we can do that directly. So if you find the LCM of the denominators here, x minus 5 into x plus 2, both are cancelled. Alright. So what you are getting? 11x plus. So this is the third problem. We'll explain clearly. The next problem we can do it directly. This time 11x plus 19 by new denominators are x minus 5 into x plus 2. That is equal to, the LCM is x minus 5 into x plus 2. X minus 5 cancel. X minus 5 means a times of x plus 2 plus b times of x minus 5. B times of x minus 5. So both the denominators are cancelled. I told you we have to write this step directly. So that means 11x plus 19 is equal to a into x plus 2 plus b into x minus 5. Okay, so take it. If x is equal to, what we have to take? X is equal to, what do I have to take? Here x plus 2 means x is equal to minus 2. Take minus 2 here. 11 into minus 2 is minus 22 plus 19 is equal to a into minus 2 plus 2, 0, the whole term is 0, plus b into minus 2 minus 5 is minus 7. Here minus 22 plus 19 is minus 3 is equal to minus 7b. Minus 22 plus 9 plus 19 is minus 3 minus 7. Minus are cancelled. So b is equal to 3 by 7. Are you okay? B is equal to 3 by 7. Minus 22 plus 19 is minus 3. Minus 7b. Minus are cancelled. B is equal to 7. The same way. Now I am taking, if x is equal to, what we have to take? X is equal to minus 2 are completed. X is equal to 5. I am taking 5 in the place of here. 11 into 5 is 90. So 11 5s are 55 plus 19 is equal to a into x is 5 plus 2 7 5 plus 2 7 into a 7a, that means 7. Here if we substitute 5 here, 5 minus 5 0 0. So 74 is equal to 7a. That implies a is equal to 74 by 7. This is the value of a is 74 by 7, b is equal to 3 by 7. Conclusion. Therefore, our problem, that is 2x square, simply first of all 11x plus 19 by x minus 5 into x plus 2 is equal to, a means 74 by 7 by denominator x minus 5 plus 3 by 7 by denominator x plus 2. So the denominator comes to, this denominator comes to here, that means 11x plus 19 by x minus 5 into x plus 2 is equal to 74 by 7 into x minus 5 plus 3 by 7 into x plus both 1 by 7 is a common. If you count 1 by 7 in both cases, 74 by x minus 5 plus 3 by x plus 2. So the final conclusion of our problem is 2x square plus 5x minus 1 by x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 2 plus 1 by 7 into 74 by x minus 5 plus 3 by x plus 2. This is the solution. This is the solution. So, did you understand? Did you understand or not? I will explain again. So, there is a small method which is in the first two problems we are discussing proper fractions. Proper fractions means proper fraction. So how can we solve? We have already discussed in the last two problems. Here we have improper fractions. Both the numerators and denominators having same degree, or numerator has the more degree than the denominator. Improper, they can't carry. So in this problem, both the given fraction is improper fraction, we have to divide first by the long division method. In such cases, we are getting some quotient plus remainder by divisor. So I can divide 2x square plus 5x minus 1 with x square minus 3x plus 10. I am getting quotient and the remainder. So you can get like this. So we are getting a proper fraction. This proper fraction is divided into two parts. Why? Because it has two factors. By the factorization method, you are getting two factors, x minus 5 and x plus 2. So 11x plus 19 by x plus my x minus 5 and x plus 2 is equal to a by something plus b by something. I can solve a and b values. A and b values are substituted. 11x plus 19 by x minus 5 into x plus 2 is equal to some value. But the final conclusion is we have to add 2 plus. So again, is this right or wrong? Some confusion in your mind. Again, you can solve here 2 plus. First, you have to solve these two equations with 1 by 7. Add 2. If you get this equation, your answer is right. Otherwise, it's wrong. You have to check yourself. Every problem I have to do. So in the learning stage, we are getting more knowledge for checking. So మన మైండ్ ఏం చెప్తుందంటే సమ్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇది కరెక్టా కాదా అని ఒక డౌట్ ఉంటుంది మన మైండ్లో. మనం ఎప్పుడైతే చెకింగ్ చేసుకుని కన్ఫామ్ అని చెప్పి మన మైండ్కి చెప్పుకున్నాం అనుకో, మన మెథడ్ కరెక్ట్ అని మైండ్కి చెప్పామనుకో, సో మీలో కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ లెవెల్స్ పెరుగుతాయి. ఓకే, నేను చేసిన సమ్ కరెక్ట్, చాలా సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్గా ఉంటుంది. మనం ఎంతవరకు చేసి సమ్ కనుక రాంగ్ అయింది అనుకోండి, మనలో ఒక రకమైన డిప్రెషన్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. అరే ఇంత కష్టపడి నీ సమ్కి ఆన్సర్ రాలేదా అని. కానీ ఆన్సర్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, you can get yes అనుకోవచ్చు. So that's why you have to check the solution. Shall we do one more problem in this method or no? Shall I give the homework? I will tell you one more problem for this method. Not only this problem also. Resolve. So it's enough. Why it's enough? So I will explain you proper fractions for two problems and improper fractions for one problem. I will give you some homework in these three methods. Okay, if you open your IIT textbook, we have so many problems in our hand sheet 1. Try to do these problems. We have, first of all, toddler. In our textbook is made up of I think 3. What is that? Toddler and jogger and the sprinter. In the first one, toddler has some problems. The first problem and second and third are very easy. Number of partial fractions of 2x plus 3 by x square into x square minus 1 whole cube. The number of partial fractions are depend upon their degree. Do you understand? Degree of the denominator. Okay, not always. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes it's false. If you want to find the original factors, original partial fraction, you can solve by like this. So, if you can't understand the first problem and the third, but you can do the second problem very easy. You can solve one and second problem. So, first and third, this is the first case. We have to discuss the second case and the third case. You can solve the first and third problems. Okay. If you solve the if you see the third problem very easy. 2x minus 1 by x minus 1 into 2x plus 3 is equal to. They are getting some value. What is the value of k? You can solve. So no need to see the solution and no need to see the key. First you have to write the partial fractions from 2x minus 1 by x minus 1 into 2x plus 3. x minus 1 into 2x plus 3 ki meer partial fractions rayandi. Ee method chakkega proper fraction solve cheste you will get 1 by 5 into x minus 1 plus something by 5 into 2x plus 3. So the something is our answer, that is k. Okay, the same method. So fifth problem also same. X plus 4 by x square minus 4 into x plus 1. X minus 4 is divided into x minus 2 into x plus 2 into x plus 1. So fifth problem is our second problem. The denominator has 3 factors. Those are x minus 2 into x plus 2 into x plus 1. You will get the values of a, b, c. They are asking what is a plus b plus c. You can do. I won't explain that problem. You can do. The same problem, sixth problem also. Sixth problem is the first method. 1 by 1 minus 2x into 1 plus 3x. So you can write the partial fractions of this problem. They have divided a by 1 minus 2x plus b by 1 plus 3x. You can solve by the first and second method. You can use the first and second problem. You will get the values of a and b. If a and b are they in the ratio 2:3? If the first option is correct. If we have to find 3a minus 2b, the value is 0. The second option is correct. A:b is 1:1. Third option is correct. If a minus b is equal to 0, the fourth option. The method is multi-correct choice type questions. So that means two or more choice are correct. Which are correct, which are wrong, you have to find, you have to solve. That means the first and fourth and fifth and sixth problems are what I was explained in this method. Case 1, you have to solve these 3. Not only that, no need to do the seventh problem. Seventh problem is the case 2 problem. So, and the eighth problem you can solve, and the fourth method, ninth problem, 1 by 1 minus x into 1 minus 2x into 1 minus 3x. This is also you can solve. That is also easy. So we cannot do the 9th, 10th, 11th. You cannot do the 12th problem. So no need of 13th. So if I was completed second and third cases, you can solve the remaining problems. Okay. First, so I am giving the homework is 1 to 8 problems are homework. 1 to 11 problems are homework. Try to do the solutions. So you can't see the hints. If you see the hint, there is a hint. You can follow that. You can easily tick the answers. No need to do like that. Write the notes. How can we solve the third problem? You can write the notes. How can we write the fifth problem? You can solve. Okay. I will give some homework in this case. for better understand, I'll give you some homework. So if I give the sum, if I give the these problems, you can solve these problems. You can easily and you can get the more confidence about these problems. Are you okay? I'll give the homework. Write the homework problems. Do the homework problems in your CW also. Otherwise, you can keep the another book for a homework. So homework. I'm writing the homework. Homework. The problems are: resolve the following fractions into proper fractions, into partial fractions. Resolve the following fractions into partial fractions. In that way, the first problem is 2x plus 3 by x plus 1 into x minus 3. Second problem, 3x plus 7 by x square by x minus 1 into x minus 2. Third problem, x square minus 9x plus 2 by x square minus 9x plus 2 by x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2. And the fourth and the last, seven x plus 16 by x square plus 2x minus 8. And the fifth problem, if 3x by x minus a into x minus b is equal to 2 by x minus a plus 1 by x minus b, then find a is to b. So I hope you understand very well about these problems. If you solve these 5 problems for homework, and I will give you some problems from our text, from our IIT text. If you solve these 3, so you will get the more knowledge in these topics. So next video, next class, I will explain case 2 problems and case 3 problems at a time. So you are thinking, how can we solve case 1 and case 2 and case 3 in a single class? It is very easy. Why? Because if we solve these 3, the same method we are following in the case 2, there is a small slight difference. The same way we have a slight difference in the case 3. Are you okay? Thank you. Thank you very much.